like to speak supportively of two amendments and comment on one in the time I've got available. Firstly, new clause 24 in the name of the member for Rotherham calls for a review of how registered sex offenders are able to change their name or identity without the knowledge of the police. The UK has some of the toughest measures in the world to manage sex offenders, yet the system is being exploited and flouted by thousands of convicted offenders, if the figures are to be believed. Over 16,000 offenders in the last 5 years haven't told the police of their whereabouts under their notification requirements, and indeed it's estimated around 900 have gone missing altogether. Possibly some of these could have changed their names, and this amendment would review how sex offenders are able to change their names or identity and ensure that the system is amended to ensure the police are always made aware, and I hope the Minister can respond to that amendment in her comments. And then I wanted to also turn to two amendments on the issue of abortion. And I think this debate today has made it very clear that the current position and the inconsistency between the situation in Northern Ireland and in England and Wales is very difficult to explain. Perhaps other than the fact that in England and Wales our law is underpinned by an Act of Parliament passed 50 years before women were actually even allowed to be part of the legislative process. And there's been almost no change to the abortion laws in more than 50 years. It may be that the tradition of leaving these issues to backbench bills no longer works, and the government needs to think more creatively. If the Honourable Lady could forgive me, Madam Deputy Speaker is going to have my guts for garters. Government needs to consider how we modernise the set of laws which this place has changed for Northern Ireland, but has not had the opportunity to do so in a thoughtful way for England and Wales. The strong feeling on both sides of the House today shows that there is an argument for thinking about this further, particularly the two specific amendments. And I turn to new clause 42. The bill already recognises protests should not stop others from going about their daily business. Frankly, new clause 42 does this similarly for individuals who want to access abortion advice and services. And with regards to this amendment, I do hope that the Minister can reflect on this in her summing up. In terms of new clause 55, I don't support the Honourable Lady's amendment for the reasons of the expansiveness of the way it's drawn. But I have deep sympathy and support her in a wish to see abortion in England and Wales decriminalised for women, as it indeed has been done in Northern Ireland. And we have to take the opportunity in this House to have a thoughtful debate, a thorough debate, and to have it in the very near future.